Oh!
Full shot from Wild though. Oh my goodness. Or
अरे
even the thirst that is
पूरा
him shaking as you spinning and he's like, no, please let me survive. And this by can he clutch
रन
up?
रन
Get out of there. Can survive and he's made it.
हे गाइस, वेलकम बैक टू फोन। आज प्रीलिम्स का डे 3 है और बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट डे होने वाला है क्योंकि आज फाइनल डे है। आज ही डिसाइड होगा कि कौन आज टीम में आगे जाएंगी। ऑलरेडी 2 दिन हो चुके हैं और आप ओवरऑल स्टैंडिंग स्क्रीन पे देख सकते हैं। जैसे कि आप ओवरऑल स्टैंडिंग में देख सकते हैं, स्मोक गेमिंग नंबर 1 पे चल रही है और फाल्कन नंबर 4 पे चल रही है, जिसने एक ही दिन खेला है लेकिन वो नंबर 4 पे अभी भी चल रही है। आज शायद कमबैक आएगा एम्पायर गेमिंग का। उसके अलावा हमारे नेपाल की टीम भी यहाँ पे खेल रही है, होरा स्पोर्ट्स, और उसके लिए भी आज बहुत क्रूशल डे है। सो लेट्स सी आज क्या होता है। सीधे चलते हैं मैच नंबर 1 की तरफ, मैच नंबर 13 और आज के पहले मैच की ओर। तो यहाँ पे बूट कैंप पे पहली फाइट देखने को मिल गई है हमको टीम फाल्कन की, जो कि XXT है। काफी एग्रेसिव टीम है और टॉप काफी अच्छा खेलते हैं इसमें। लेट्स सी क्या होता है। पहला नॉक निकाल लिया फाल्कन ने। तो यहाँ पे एक और फाइट चल रही है RCB वर्सेस 9Z की।
Nice T going up against Regnum Karya. And Regnum Karya, I mean, there's so many teams that need to have a good game here. We always try to give some teams a map off. You know what? That was in their first day. That was on their first day. As 9C now is going to be finishing off those players there from Regnum Karya. And Regnum Karya, definitely a team that needed those extra points.
बैकअप करिए RCB क्योंकि इनको पता है कि 2 बंदे वैसे भी नहीं हो चुके थे। 9Z यहाँ फाल्कन की फाइट स्टार्ट हो गई है। यहाँ पे नावी पुश करते हुए फाल्कन पे। लेट्स सी फाल्कन डिफेंड कर पाती नहीं है और एक गलती से फायर कर दिया। सो यहाँ पे फाल्कन वर्सेस नावी की फाइट होने वाली है।
able to qualify to this the prelims by just one point.
उसको नहीं पता है, उसको नहीं पता है।
Try not to make it so stressful for them. Nurses
अरे
push. Here comes the push. He's going to be switch over to the shotgun. He's going to make that look very easy, and they're going to try to confirm that he needs to be careful because he's getting pushed by another player from Navi, and he gets knocked, and there's going to be nobody able to back him up. Now Icy actually making the push and trying to get to that Navi player before he heals up. Navi player is going to be able to get the heals off, but this fight's still going to continue, DK.
I love this play from Psych. Coming in is like, oh, you said shotties? I can do that. Let's see how this show goes. And now it's going to be the S12K versus DBS. Icy and Psych trying to set all their differences here. Who's going to be the one to survive?
क्या चल रहा है भाई?
Oh, Navi, come on. You can clutch a little bit of something here. They're already sitting on those 4 eliminations. Falcons, though,
Falcon निकालेगा।
very comfortable 7. Let's see how this one goes on.
ICOP.
No look tap coming through from Icy.
Vampire की fight.
Send Navi on their merry wave. Vampires in the meanwhile, they now going to be looking to lock down the zone as Inco trying to push on forward all the way from that southern side.
Inco 8's trying to make that push. The good thing about Vampire Esports, they were holding up so much ground that they could end up surprising Inco Gaming here.
आज टोनी के नहीं मार रहा है।
That's exactly push back down. Vitali being the only player alive.
टोनी के नहीं मारेगा तो टोनी के ने निकाल दिया। अगर वैम्पायर को क्वालीफाई करना है तो आज चिकन डिनर निकालने पड़ेंगे इनको। फिर 12 नंबर पे चल रही है। फाल्कन के लिए कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, फाल्कन तो इजी क्वालीफाई है। वैम्पायर की दिक्कत है।
I mean,
oh, nice भाई।
Effortless throw down on the Vampire Esports side.
It is going to be looking good, and Death Wolves is allowing Vampire Esports to get way too close here.
3v4 की फाइट है।
Get some off angles. I thought they were going to be trying to surprise some.
लेकिन ये बहुत दिक्कत कर सकता है। अरे भाई टोनी को निकाल दिया।
Tony K trying to confirm that elimination. He's not going to be able to, but they still have Vampire Esports still has one player on top of the mountain, on top of that hill, trying to get those off angles. And I think that's what Death Wolves was worried about. They are going to be able to knock that player that we mentioned. Stone's going to be now pushing in, and I think they might be able to get this reset. They're not going to be able to. Newsy gets knocked as well. It went from looking so well to Vampire Esports that now they're going to be trading back and forth. And guess what? It's going to turn into a 2v1. It's obscure.
2v1.
Death Wolves is the only player alive. And you have Schweppes there at the top trying to see if he can possibly get those shots. And guess what? Nobody's going to doubt that. As Vampire Esports go back-to-back wins.
9 kills. Nice. क्वालीफाई हो जाएगी लग रहा है वैम्पायर स्पोर्ट्स। So let's start मैच नंबर 2। रिवर्नी वाला फ्लाइट पे आता है। लेट्स सी कौन जीतता है इसको। तो यहाँ पे फाल्कन की टीम एक्शन पे आ चुकी है और ढूंढ के मार रहे हैं।
Oh,
Here
they're
we
going to
go.
be making the push here to Old Glory Gaming. Here we go. They were able to spot him. They didn't let him go. Those shots are going to be coming in. Action is able to back up his boy.
तो यहाँ पे होरा और इनको की फाइट चल रही है। आपको बता दूं होरा जो है नेपाल की टीम है, तो लेट्स गो नेपाल। क्या लगता है कौन निकालेगा इस फाइट को? 4v4 की फाइट है। इनको ने पुश कर दिया है।
He's going to be able to knock one player right
Oh.
there. He does end up getting knocked, but they do end up trading. Two players are still alive there for Hora
2v2.
esports, still standing. And Inco now trying to make this push, now trying to clear this area.
Are?
If they do end up doing it, they need to do it quickly. This man is an absolute
Ooh.
magician as he was able to
एक
run
बंदा
down
बचा हुआ
through
है।
the fire. And Hora esports making sure that they clutch up all these points and try to recover as fast as possible. Fireflux trying to get a little bit
Third party आ गई
see
यहाँ
if
पे।
they can possibly get
पूरा निकाल लिया था यार।
Now deciding to get the heck out of dodge, but it is
पुश आ
going to
गया,
be
पुश आ
Lux
गया।
looking to clean it up as Lux and comes in quite aggressively. It is going to be Ketch also setting up a beautiful position just over towards that southern side, but let's see whether or not Fireflux can flush them out. The first hit is in. That is going to be Nofia down on their knees. Ooh, a little bit of a trade through the window. Malik looking to see if they can find even more of a continuation here. Solus quickly having to patch themselves up, but it's going to be Sky letting the nades loose. Lux is dodging all over the place.
दो बंदे
As
knock
Mafia Ninja gets shot
आखिरी
into
बंदा
their
बचा हुआ
knees,
है।
but now it's down to one. Fireflux. They know it is just around the corner. They just got to make that extra little bit more of a push, but let's see whether or not they'll be able to get it. Up comes the opportunity now. The angle is there. One now.
1v3 हो जाएगा, नहीं हो पाएगा।
Fireflux
बहुत tough है।
and yet another squad wipe. Sky trying to figure
Oh.
out where it's going to be the best place to hide. But the trade-off is there on towards Lux. One more coming through. Absolutely insane play
अरे!
coming through here. Sky tries to defend, but it's going to be 2v1.
तो यहाँ पे ROW पुश करते हुए
Maybe wanted to see more and more and more, considering that they were able to have just such a good performance in day one. And here comes the push. They're going to be pushing Influence Rage. This is going to be a massive fight because Influence Rage, they end up getting a big old done.
बगल में बैठे हैं भाई बंदे।
They don't want to end up getting another 0 here in this match, even though they do have 3 eliminations. Here comes the push.
पहला knock आ
Influence
गया।
Rage Federal being able to clutch up some of those eliminations. Roger Ward now trying to find the different angles. Little boy trying to spot the other players. There's so much commotion happening
knock.
right now. Players from Royals of War, players from Influence Rage are currently getting knocked. Little boys just spraying and praying.
Sound
with
पे
the
खेल रहे हैं,
smoke and
sound पे।
hoping that he hits with something. And another player there from Royals of War trying to make it through. Only Law is alive from Influence Rage, and he is gonna get, at least he's gonna get some of the other teams confirmed. And there you go.
Oh,
Influence Rage.
ROW
It's not
निकाल दिया।
Royals of War
Nice।
that
What
भाई
a
बिना देखे
goal,
मार रहे
what
थे।
a play. Royals of War on
फिर
a
से
creepy
थर्ड
shot.
पार्टी आ गया।
Nade coming through the door. Fireflux. Looking
ये
to
सही है भाई इनका।
capitalize on the carnage.
9 3 से
Really
ऐसे कर रखे
finding
इनने।
that first bit of a pickup here, but let's see, is there
Third party
more
king
of it
है।
along the way? Royals of War super low on HP. Rivas is down.
अब मजा आएगा ना फाल्कन
Survived the
वर्सेस
onslaught, as you can see,
FF
Ketch
होगा।
now just cooking up a few nades, looking to
अरे
get
भाई,
some cooking going. And
कैसे
well,
भाई,
there
कैसे?
it is, Royals of War at least managing to get those 5 eliminations along the way.
Vampire
but they go
Esports की
out
fight
in
start हो गई है।
8-point territory now. It's going to be Vampires come into life. You can see the shots connecting on through it. Is going to be Psych, the next one to get dropped. Ooh, but a cheeky follow-up here.
I see.
Falcons, everybody just so active. Nigma also pushing on forward over on towards Vampire. It is chaos all over the zone.
कहाँ जाके फाइट चल रही है
chaos
भाई?
and
Here
furia
come the
and
action। अब
every
एक्शन दिखेगा भाई।
his mind. How does he
गाड़ी
want
चलाते
to be
हुए।
able to approach this situation? Because Falcons and the squad is going to keep running people over, and that's exactly what Action does. Action just needs to be careful and not overextend. Navi players are right there. He's going to hop out of that car because it's burning, but now he was able to gather that information. He knows that
Navi
there's two
versus
players there
Falcon।
from Navi, and he knows that they are
ओह,
Ooh.
3 versus 2 versus 1 का मैच है। 2 बंदे नॉक हैं। रिवाइव मिल जाएगा एक्शन को। क्या आरसीबी निकालेगी मैच को?
To that car. Luckily for him, he's not. Oh, he actually ends up getting shot. He was able to get
कार
out
में
of there
निकाल
by
दिया।
Wild 76.
But again, not a super aggressive push, just a slight little bit of improvement on that.
अरे बगल में
positioning. But here we go, Action.
वो कैसे
not
बचा?
realizing that Silias is right in front of them, getting a quick shotty to the face.
Yeah, Silas, one of the players that has won the PMGC before. The experience is there. He makes them back off. Here come down the nades. Action and Icy. It went from being non-aggressive to now making it be aggressive. But they need to be careful too because they
उधर
have
से ही
Navi
बंदा है।
on the right side, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Navi's going to be able to spot him. There goes one player from Team
RCB
Falcons. He's
निकाल
gonna
लेगी
come
क्या?
down to Action, and on top of that, you do have still players from Navi that were able to recover that player that got knocked. Action
Oh,
shooting
Falcon
back
बाहर।
and forth. He's not going to be able to knock anybody. He's going to come down to a 3v2.
RCB निकालेगी क्या?
Navi trying to take care of Wild 77K, who has the off angle, and they don't want that player to be in the back. DBS from that far
Nice.
away, he's gonna be able to hit it. They're gonna have to turn around, and now it goes from a
2v2
3v2 to a 2v2.
नावी रस करते हुए यहाँ पे
Rush
आरसीबी पे
see,
कौन
that's gonna
जीतेगा
be
कौन जीतेगा
a
कौन
very
जीतेगा
decisive
नावी ने बहुत बढ़िया खेला
decision
अभी तक
play coming through from the side of Navi. 2v1 at least on the
Ooh.
opening start. Oh, bringing it down to a 1v1 puncher down to
क्या
super
चल रहा है
low
भाई ये
HP.
क्या चल
And
रहा
that's
है
going to be relied on Kismeet to see if that nade can bring in that winner chicken dinner. No, it seems to be a flat. Ooh, all right. It was slightly overcooked. Not a bad call, but here it comes.
आरसीबी निकाल गई भाई आईपीएल नहीं जीती लेकिन यहाँ जीत गई सो लेट्स गो टू मैच नंबर 3 ऑफ द डे फाइट पास जा रहा है नोवा रिपनॉय की तरफ लेट्स सी कौन निकालता है फाल्कन वैम्पायर बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग टीम तो यहाँ पे फाल्कन की फिर से फाइट हो गई है और आयन अब सर्कल के अंदर मूव कर रही है उन्हें पता नहीं वहाँ पे 9G की स्क्वाड है अब मिलेंगे फाल्कन को फ्री के किल
Come on, the angles are in, and of course, Falcon's not going to let an opportunity pass them by.
Third
You can
party?
see Nurzed reaching in, getting the hits in.
फ्री
And
के
this
किल
is
गाइस
now a very tough spot. I mean, Falcons, they just causing so much
पुश करेंगे
damage
पुश
here.
करेंगे
They're in the vehicles.
Influence, they are so weak at this point.
Hey, go. This is what happens when you touch us on lobster building.
नाइस
It's 9. Leave it alone. And here we go now. Nurzed just one nade away from ending the run
Ooh.
there for
Tough.
influence. And there it
Easy
is.
peasy.
Top's going to be filling up that bottle as they take names and kick butts all over the place. But what a play though. Mode,
तो
like
आसपास
we saw,
वैम्पायर
let's see
स्पोर्ट भी
them
दिख रही है
unlock
फाल्कन भी
in
दिख रही है
these
फाल्कन
games
का बंदा
today.
नॉक टॉप
But
नॉक है
it's going to be a very contentious play
आईसी
though,
ने
to try and
ट्रेड ले
make
लिया
it.
है
I mean, Falcons also starting with a quick reposition, just trying to read the angle so they can get the best possible play moving forward onto his Regnum Karya.
Well, let's see what they decide to do here. That's
क्या
why I was
cluster बना हुआ है
surprised that we
भाई,
didn't see
तगड़ा।
Inco. Decent points.
तो
They're
वैम्पायर
gonna need
स्पोर्ट
a
को देखो
lot
कहाँ
more
जाना
than
है
what
बहुत
they
टफ
got,
है
that's
वैम्पायर
for
स्पोर्ट के लिए
sure. Here in
लो
the
ग्राउंड पे
future. Meanwhile, let's see who still has a
ऊपर
chance
AGG
here.
दिख रही है मुझे
Fireflux have 5 eliminations. They have plenty of points so far, and it looks like they're only going to add
Nigma
to that
Galaxy का एक
total here in
knock।
this game.
Let's see where this one is
AGG।
going to take us though. Nigma Galaxy going to be feeling quite a bit of aggression as Melgar and the
वैम्पायर पे
rest
पुश करते
of
हुए
All Glory Gaming
Wow.
coming out of left field, just
RCB का एक
finding
knock हो गया
sprays, finding angles, finding plays that we've been waiting to see come through from their end. They've in fact more than
AGG का
doubled
फायदा है
their
यार AGG का
points
हाइट
in
का एडवांटेज
just
है
this single
वैम्पायर
game
का
so
देखना पड़ेगा
far.
बहुत टफ पड़
But
सकता है
now it is going to be Regnum Karya also now
पर लेट्स
trying
गो
to get
एम्पायर
8 matches with
निकाल दिया तो
6
मजा
total
ओ
points. They've
शॉट
more
देखा
than
तुमने वो
doubled it. Swap.
गोल्डन पिक्सल पे मारा भाई
With the absolute laser beam straight to the dome right there.
क्या
That's going
बात
to
है
stop that momentum. Let's see if they can turn it around here. CQC fight. They do get the one knock, but Stone was right
अब
there.
निकाल
to
लेगी
support him. Oh,
अब
now
निकाल लेगी
Hora
भाई
Gaming in
क्योंकि
huge
AGG हाइट पे
trouble.
थी AGG
The
टॉप पे थी उनके पास
Vampires
सारा
are gonna do
एडवांटेज था लेकिन
exactly
अब
what they
वैम्पायर
do.
निकाल सकती है
Suck
अब
that lifeblood
क्योंकि अब
out
हाइट
of
पे आ
all
जाएंगे
Glory Gaming's just
क्या
beautiful
पिक्सल
to run
शॉट था
there.
यार मजा आ गया उस शॉट को देख के
I mean, it
पीछे करके एक बार
was
देखो
looking at the vampires there.
मजा आ गया
It's like in from that southern position. Angles
फ्लैंक
are
पे गया
gonna be
बंदा
the thing that counts at this point in the battle. So
निकाल
here we
लिया
go, Nuzi
फ्यूरिया
getting
गया
one loose down. It goes easy.
फ्यूरिया वर्सेस
Furia out of
आरसीबी
here. We're down to the
वैम्पायर
final
नाइस
three.
यार
Regnum Karya
वैम्पायर के पास ना
Brawl, man. These guys
हाइट
are
का
doing
एडवांटेज था
exactly
ना
what
नंबर का
Seven told
एडवांटेज
them
था
to, right?
नीचे
They
थी
get
और
points
एजीजी
at
ऊपर
least
थी
every game. They
जो
had 8
पिक्सल का
games
शॉट
last
निकाला ना
one,
उसने
a top
मजा आ गया
finish
भाई
here. I mean,
ये होता है
they
गेम
couldn't have
चेंज
asked for a better performance. 8 eliminations, still 2 players up. Top 3 finish, make that Empire doing a beautiful 2-1 split.
3v2 है
And I think
देखते हैं वैम्पायर क्या
realizing
करती है
that,
वैम्पायर
you
के
can
पास
see
हाइट है
smokes come on
सब
out
होल्ड
to
कर रहे हैं
Wild to try and buy him a little bit of breathing room here.
ओह
Beautiful shot from Wild though. Oh my goodness.
ओए
Make it 2. Regnum Karya shutting down Vampire. Here comes
क्या
the
है
conflict. It's a 1v1. Wild versus Stoned. Who's gonna win it? Stone switches to DBS. Wild, wide on the open, no cover.
ओह
Can't do it. What
क्या मारा भाई वैम्पायर
though?
लेकिन जो शॉट उसने मारे मजा आ गया भाई मजा आ गया जो 1 पिक्सल पे उसने 2 शॉट मारे ना मुझे लगा वैम्पायर गई
What a way to finish it though.
बट यार वैम्पायर ने निकाल दिया मजा आ गया लेकिन यार
Yesterday they were looking pretty cool.
ये गेम पे मजा आता है भाई 1 पिक्सल 1 पिक्सल दिख जाए बस बंदे को
Now they
नॉक
want that shred was
जहर बस शॉट जो स्नैक्स मारता है वाली शॉट है भाई ये।
Here.
तो हेयर वी गो
First
मैच
Miramar
नंबर
of the
5
day,
ऑफ द
you
डे
have to say.
मिरामार। तो यहाँ पे फाइट चलती हुई आईएनएफ की और आरओडब्ल्यू की। लेट्स सी क्या होता है इसमें, कौन निकालता है फाइट को। ओह नेड,
Oh, what a nade!
नाइस गाइस, यार नेड
That
था भाई
nade was so
परफेक्टली कुक्ड।
perfect. COLEGOAT went down, so it's possible that Influence
टोनी के भी यहाँ पे
realizes
एक्शन
that
पे आ
this
चुके
is
हैं।
Worlds of War. With that nade on the Federal, though,
दो
that's
तीन
going to
किल
make
निकाल
things
लिए,
that
चोरी
much
कर लिए
more
हैं।
tough. Next zone's about to pop, but we really need to keep an eye on this
वैम्पायर को
fight
इनको देख रहे हो कितने
between
स्प्रेड में
these
खेल
two
रहे हैं,
teams. Next zone goes
बहुत दूर दूर।
outside of these two teams. So Influence Rage and Worlds of War need to get it done. And you can see them, they're starting to press that action.
वैम्पायर गेमिंग अब गेट कीप करेगी, फिर क्या किल ले आएगी अब।
each other now.
Take quite a bit of work.
काफी
Is it
टफ
this
पड़ेगा
time now
फ्यूरिया
once
को।
again? Mid, down they go. Stone coming through with quite a bit of a contribution
पुश
on the
करेंगे,
edge
पुश आ
there.
गया।
Furia holding on to only one. It's going to be up to Arthur to see if they can actually
पीछे
run
से वैम्पायर
through.
मार रही है।
But Vampires coming through on the edge is going to throw the biggest
फिर एक
spanner
kill।
in the works here for Furia. I mean, it is absolutely
They're
devastating.
done.
Off they go, and the
Done and
Devils
dusted।
lock in the points they need now just to make it into the snake zone.
सैंडविच हो गए
That
बेचारे यार,
was
फ्यूरिया के बाद बुरा
crucial.
हुआ।
Furia were like a wrecking ball, and the team,
Deadpool
the
और पीछे से
worst team
वैम्पायर।
that could stop- it's all- it's
ये देखो
right now,
वैम्पायर
how
कैसे
many
वेट कर
points
रही है यहाँ पे।
are Vampire gonna get? How many
इनमें से जो
Yeah.
बचेगा
Yeah.
वैम्पायर
Okay,
फिर के
what
किल।
we've got is we've been talking about Team Liquid now, having quite a bit of a stressful situation, then flatlining due to points.
ओ नाइस
But
भाई,
next Ria could be the next team to really
कहा
start
था ना वैम्पायर ले जाएगी सारे,
wondering whether or not they've got
सारे
enough
किल
points to
वैम्पायर
really
के हूँ।
That's
क्या
a good
kill?
point, too.
ओह
Oh, it's
Nice
nice
shot.
here. I can't wait to see the overalls after this one. And here comes Vampire running on down the hill. Oh, starting to get some shot a little bit, but he said, no problem. I got some nades for you. Let me go ahead and send these on down.
Hora गई
Hello. Oh, Horaa, not feeling too good as they are eating
Hora
an
हुआ, Hora के
absolute
साथ।
red zone. Here comes Stone. One more nade. Is it on point? Looks pretty good. It's kind of hard to throw. You have to cook it perfectly with that little hill there. That's going to do it, though.
गई हो रहा।
Schweb
But
says,
in
nah, you know what? Forget it. He actually ran up with the DBS and gets thirsty.
बच गया।
But you know what? When you're so high on the leaderboards, you can do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
ओह कोई और ले गया किल,
Exactly.
पूरा बच गई।
Nico said, okay, enough of that, guys. Enough of that. All right, calm down.
Cut it out. Cut it out. But
इन
Oh,
ओह
the
नाइस
Devils-
आरसीबी,
Yeah, Regnum Garia.
2 वर्सेस 2 की फाइट हो गई क्या?
Right, they want that chicken.
Uh-oh, finding the toe.
ओह आरसीबी निकालेगी, यस।
That's
एक ही
how
बंदा
you
बचा है
do it
1 वर्सेस
right
2 की
there.
फाइट,
Right in,
और आरसीबी निकाल लेगी चिकन डिनर
Regnum Garia
विदाउट
soaking up the
बिना विराट
points
कोहली के
and
निकाल
Regnum
दिया।
Garia, bro,
खुद को दिखा रहे भाई,
getting the chicken
आरसीबी जीती
dinner.
है।
You can see the
कोहली,
frustration right there
लेट्स
on
गो।
Horaa.
ये मैच बहुत क्रूशियल होने वाला है क्योंकि टॉप 8 टीम जो रहेंगी वो क्वालिफाई करेंगे लैंड के लिए, जो कि ब्राजील में ही होने वाला है। ये प्रीलिम्स चल रहे हैं तो मजा आने वाला है काफी। EW 7 नंबर पे चल रही है भाई, इन्हें मरना नहीं है। शाबाश, गुड गुड। पूरा पूरा तो क्वालिफाई नहीं हो रही शायद।
The DBS. These guys have nothing to lose.
Oh.
180, jumping 180. It's down to 1v1. He has to survive. Death Wolves cannot go down. But Nigma Galaxy is getting shot up by Team Kesso in the feed. This is going crazy. Or he's gonna
Arey.
get the thirst. That is
Pura.
brutal. You can see him shaking as he's spinning and he's saying, no, please let me survive. This is the worst case scenario for Death Wolves.
पूरा क्वालिफाई कर सकती है अभी भी। पूरा निकाल, पूरा निकाल। पूरा 13 नंबर पे चल रही है, अगर 8 पे आ गए तो पूरा क्वालिफाई कर जाएगी। पूरा का आखिरी बंदा बचा हुआ है। अच्छा दोनों का एक बंदा बचा हुआ है, डीडब्ल्यू का भी। इनमें से कोई मर गया, दोनों में से दोनों बाहर हो जाएंगे। छुप जाओ, फाइट नहीं करनी।
Came down to one DBS shot
गया Hora।
here as now they
Anti,
definitely
guys,
know
anti.
who was fighting, so they know there's a remaining player of Death Wolves here. He has to pull off a miracle, and he has a UMP that
Death
is
Wolf
like
बाहर हो
one of
जाएगी
the
अगर बाहर हो
worst
गया तो
weapons to have in a 1v3.
7 नंबर पे डेडपूल क्वालिफाई तो हो जाएगी, लेकिन एंटी
There they go. They are out and they were
73.
only able to get 2
Number
points,
10.
so they're not gonna be able to do much on that. And for all the other teams,
ROW
for
qualify हो
Nigma
सकती है अभी
Galaxy,
भी।
for Royals of War, for Furia as well, if I'm looking at that elimination feed, I'm getting just happy right now because there's an even a bigger chance. Furia, a team that definitely
अगर निम्का बाहर हो गई तो बस ये भी बाहर हो जाएगी।
if they can somehow find a way to knock one player
कौन
for
qualify
Nigma
करेगा भाई?
Galaxy,
बहुत tough चल
it's
रहा है
gonna
तो।
give them an even
ओ निम्मा गैलेक्सी गई।
Now they know it's them. If you're Furia, you have to find the other player.
अरे गया। यूरिया निकाल दिया।
Nigma Galaxy done for. Oh, like a dagger in the heart. That's
गई।
not going to be enough. And Furia with 3 eliminations, they're not there yet. They still need more.
फ्यूरिया को चाहिए भाई, फ्यूरिया को पता है अगर वो निग्मा को बाहर कर दिया क्वालीफाई हो सकती है फ्यूरिया।
We were just talking about it. The Team Liquid fans, they know that they're currently sitting at 71 points. When Nigma Galaxy getting eliminated
71
there,
Liquid के हैं,
they're
okay.
looking good. Nigma Galaxy, bye bye. See you in the next event. Hopefully you guys won't be hot dropping because man, okay, I mean, we need the points, boys. If you guys
फ्यूरिया तो भाग रही है इधर से उधर, फ्यूरिया को क्वालीफाई होना है। 3 बंदे पे।
now sneaking out of this.
Oh.
That is a risky play. He's gonna be giving out
ये
his position. Great knock right there from Royal.
2 बंदे knock हो गए फ्यूरिया के।
To connect there on Adrian, and then on top of that,
बहुत tough हो गया भाई।
another player from Furia gets knocked. This is
Finish।
wonderful. This is exactly what you want to see out of Royals of War.
नहीं भाई।
That's the perfect team for them to eliminate.
Furia के कितने point हैं?
as well.
65
Furia is one of the
points।
one teams that can actually knock them out. So we'll see what
बहुत tough
happens.
हो जाएगा
Furia
इनके लिए।
down to 1 player left. Furia, that single
5
player
points है भाई,
needs
5
to
point।
just go crazy now.
Is also getting knocked. Royals of War though.
वैम्पर का पुश आ गया ROW पे।
Shooting the players there.
लगता है ROW को बाहर करने जाती है अभी ये।
Because Tony K and the squad.
Oh, Tony K।
Esports is pushing up as COLEGOAT does end up
नहीं
going
पता
down.
है।
He's gonna make him back up.
ROW को बाहर करना है अभी से, क्योंकि अच्छी टीम है ROW।
Currently getting shot himself, holding a grenade. If he's able to connect with any of this, is
निकाल
gonna be
पाएगी?
massive.
ROW बाहर होती है तो फ्यूरिया के चांस बढ़
Esports
जाते हैं।
the push here, Hot Jukes. And here comes the full
पुश।
as Vampire Esports is trying to take the fight to Royals of War, and they're gonna continue on. Is he gonna be able to get that heal off? He is gonna be able to get that heal off. Vampire Esports clear
भाग रहे हैं।
the building, and Royals of War hopping into the car and
पता है
getting
उन्हें।
as far as possible from this fight. Can he clutch
Run,
it up?
run,
Can
run.
he get out of there? Can he make it behind a rock? And he's gonna be able to do just that as all
It's
Glory
the
Gaming.
gas.
This
Vampire बाहर हो गई?
this Hot Jukes.
Survive, and he's made it. Now they're at 8 teams left, so they'll get at least a placement point here. But Royals of War running for the hills. Furia,
ओ
the last
भाई
player alive.
क्या दौड़ लगाई इनने, मजा आ
RC
गया।
right there, trying to keep his team in the game. Meanwhile, Influence Rage, what are you doing? You gotta get out there. You gotta get
Falcon
some
in action.
eliminations. There's hardly any left.
There's gonna be none left. This is not gonna be good enough with only what 15 players being left.
फ्यूरिया क्वालीफाई कर
alive.
सकती है बीबी।
Influence Rage
ROW
needs
भी
to
करी,
start fighting
ROW तो है
out, and
अंदर।
they need even bigger and bigger. It ain't gonna be good enough. And then on top of that, to make it even worse, you have
अरे।
Team Falcons still in here going up against 9C. Team Falcons could
Falcon कोई
decide
दिक्कत नहीं
they
भाई।
don't only want to be first place as he
9
takes the
गई।
nade to the face.
कोई
Simple
दिक्कत नहीं
send
Falcon।
back home.
They are on top।
Team Falcons might want to
Falcons here. You can see the little boy going on the rotation. And here they go. Influence Rage
Falcon
trying to
का।
pull off a miracle at the last second.
INF का पुश आ गया है
influence
फाल्कन पे।
Would it be in
Oh.
Oh, little boy gets sit down there by Team Falcons. Team Falcons is saying, you are not going to ruin our storyline. You are not going to be doing this. We want this win, and here come the nades, the smokes, everything going on for Influence Rage. Influence Rage now getting knocked. Look at this. Team Falcons make the full push. It is going to come down to just one player of Team Falcons.
एक बंदा
and
बचा
he
हुआ
might
है,
end up
Action।
backing off.
Have to get every single elimination possible. They can't even let Action or any of these players go out to the blue.
INF भी qualify कर सकती है अभी।
Falcons done for, and now it's up to
7
Influence Rage.
elimination हो
6
गए इनके।
eliminations.
ये कहाँ से आ गई
There's
रेस
only
में?
a few players remaining. They need to win this game and take out everybody if they even want to.
ये भी रेस में आ गए भाई।
Here on Royals of War. He's going to be looking for it. He's going to be making that push.
Oh,
He's gonna
Furia
try
बाहर
to
हो गई।
far away. He's not going to be able to connect, and the elimination goes to Araga from Royals of War. It's looking better
पुश आ
and
गया।
better. Not only is that going to be an elimination point, it's also going to be extra placement points that team's looking to get.
निकाल दिया
One
भाई।
player, though, does end up
INF
getting
ने।
eliminated there by Old Glory Gaming. What is going to happen here, Hot Jukes, as the madness is starting to
AJG अगर मर
go
गई
down?
I will
तभी
tell
निकाल
you
तभी
what's
आज
gonna
टच
happen
करने
right
हैं।
now. All Glory Game. Will he see him here? He needs to so desperately. They have to take out COLEGOAT in this position.
Yeah, COLEGOAT currently being patient, waiting for his
ये
opportunity.
कर सकते हैं
right
गेम
now,
खराब भाई,
Influence Rage might be a
इनका
little
गेम
bit
खराब
too
कर सकता है,
focused on
किसी का गेम
overall
तो खराब
gaming,
करेगा
and
पक्का
he
है,
could give the perfect chance here for
इसी
COLEGOAT
इन्हीं का
to
करेगा लग रहा
just
है।
surprise a
अब
lot of
करा करा
teams
करा करा,
or even evade the point. Here we
ओ
go.
कर दिया ना गेम खराब,
What he's gonna be looking to do. He's gonna be looking to confirm that
बच
full
गया,
elimination. He's not gonna be
They got
able to. He does get eliminated, but third place is gonna be massive placement points for this team. And now it comes down to Influence Rage. Can they close this out with the win? And is it even gonna be enough in regards to elimination?
think
We'll
हालेगा
have to
क्या?
wait and find out. But I'm just excited that some of the teams that we needed to clutch up and get
ओ
some
दो
points
knock हो
were
गए,
able to do it.
टफ हो
As
गया इनके लिए।
now Influence Rage is getting knocked.
All Glory Gaming ready to just crush the dreams of Influence Rage here as they get
Hey,
another
बहुत बुरा हुआ।
thirst right here. That push on the COLEGOAT put Influence Rage in a very bad position, and now it's up to these final players. Little Boy has to make something happen
Let's
here.
करना
One
पड़ेगा
of these
भाई,
players has to make a
qualify
big
करना
play.
है
Little Boy, it's up to him as he waits for his teammates to get the res off. He can't do it. All Glory Gaming coming to finish off Influence Rage, and Big Milo with the last knock. He's got to do it. And he
ओ
could.
बुरा हुआ,
It's All Glory Gaming that get the chicken dinner here right at the end.
We talked
AG
about
जीत
it
गई
over
भाई,
and over again. Not only
अच्छा
do you
गेम
have
प्ले
to
था
worry
भाई,
about the teams at the top,
क्या क्वालिफाई
you
करेगी?
also start to have to worry about the teams towards the bottom.
INF क्वालिफाई
Because
करेगी?
those teams
टफ
towards
है,
the bottom don't want to
चिकन
end up
चाहिए था
being in
उन्हें,
last place. Guess who
Let's
was
see.
in last place? And we got it. All Glory Gaming there.
here we
After
go,
Snyder,
MVP of the
even though
day,
there's not that much of a difference in between two prize pool. A lot of teams that
RCB
when we go
का,
to
ये
the
बंदा सही
event,
खेल
they
रहा था
are
भाई,
gonna be
RCB
keeping
का।
in mind. We're gonna be looking at, and you know what?
So
What are we
here
gonna
we
be
go,
seeing here? That's right. The overall standings
Let's
finally, baby.
go!
We get to see the
Ooh,
Royals of War as we saw.
that wolves,
all
Roy,
the information that they gave us was correct. This is the order, and look at that. Ring
and
of Furia
RX,
ends up getting in second place.
Beautifully done. These are
Falcon,
going to be your
RCB
top
इतने ऊपर आ
eight
गए भाई,
moving on in to the finals and death.
That why
ओ
there was quite a bit of
फ्यूरिया,
stress coming through here,
लिक्विड
but
रह
no
गई
one
यार,
of the teams
लिक्विड
chipped
रह
in
गई,
on the action here, but
निग्मा
let's
गैलेक्सी
see.
रह गई,
I mean, 3 points. That is
बहुत
really
क्लोज
the
भाई, बहुत क्लोज,
deciding
That's an 8-point
इस साइड टीम हो
difference
गई बाहर।
from Death Wolves. So that
And
means
if I'm not mistaken,
सो होप गाइस आपको हाईलाइट देखने में बहुत मजा आया होगा, बहुत मजा आया देखने में मुझे तो गाइस, हो सकता है मैंने बहुत जगह फंबल किया हो, उसके लिए मुझे माफ़ करना, लेकिन मैच देखने में काफ़ी मजा आया गाइस। ये तो बस प्रीलिम्स थे, अभी मेन मैच देखने में तो और मजा आएगा, जो कि लैंड इवेंट होने वाला है, उसमें नोवा और बाकी टीमें भी है। जाते जाते वीडियो में एक लाइक करके आना। सी यू इन द नेक्स्ट वीडियो, टिल देन बाय बाय।